Back here as we look to start the second half, Fort Morgan trails Valley 32-17. Brandon just talked to Coach Unrein. What's the keys to success here in the second half?
I asked him what he was going to do to turn this game around. He said we have to stand in there and take the charge. He said we need to get them in foul trouble. They are bigger. It's going to be easier for us to take advantage of that and get that charge call. We've been there. We're just stepping out of the way because they're big. On the offensive side of the ball, he said something similar. He goes, they're big. We need to get over that drive and get them in foul trouble. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the Mustangs do if they come out aggressive or if they come out passive. And I think if they come out aggressive, they're going to be easily back in this game.
Okay, as we break the huddles here to start the second half, let's see Fort Morgan can execute. Coach Unrein's key to success, I would agree. We've got to be a little bit more physical down low and get them into foul trouble. We had those attempts early in the game as we put up those shots but didn't draw the fouls. Mustangs gets the ball to start the second half. Lopez gets the ball on the inbound, sends it left side to Mendez. Mendez sets a screen for Anderson, comes off, gets the ball from Lopez. Anderson dishes the ball left side to number 23 for the Mustangs, Schneider. Schneider back to Lopez. Three-point attempt is up. Off the glass and good. Bank shot by Leo Lopez for the 3 points. Sets the momentum for the Mustangs coming out of the half with the first score. Mustangs trail now by 12. Vikings come back down the floor. Quick release to number 33, who makes a two-point shot from the right elbow. That is Joe Dellenbach, the 6'6" senior. Mustangs have the ball on their side of the court. Number 23 heads in low, puts it up. No good. Rebounded by the Vikings. Schneider had a good look at the basket. Falling away, not drawing any traffic. The Vikings head back down the floor. Number 15, Tanner Schmidt, lays it up and in. 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Vikings 36, Fort Morgan Mustangs 20. Mustangs have the ball swung left side. Number 24, three-point shot up and good. Connell misses. Rebounded by number 12, Mendez, who scores. 36-22. Mustangs trail. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Again, ball to number 33. Joe Dellenbach up top. 3 points and good.
He was
well behind.
3 feet behind that line.
Yeah, well behind the 3-point line. Smooth stroke for a kid 6'6". Got deep range. Mustangs have the ball. Loose ball foul. They're going to call it on the Mustangs. They're going to call Schneider for a push-off, trying to get free and get the basketball. That's his second foul tonight. First team foul for the Mustangs here in the second half. Ball's back to the Vikings. Machama comes across half court, guarded by Lopez. Pass inside low to 15, who runs over number 24. McConnell, no foul given. Ball recovered by the Mustangs 33, Aaron Anderson. Given back to McConnell, right side. Ball's taken away by the 15 of the Vikings, and they're going to call Schneider with another quick foul.
He was falling back, and I don't know how you can call that a foul. He was off balance, falling back into Joe Dellenbach. I don't agree with that call at all.
Number 44, Scott Baker, comes in for Schneider. Yeah, Schneider falling away there looked like a foul could actually have gone either way, but they give it to Schneider. His third, the Mustangs' second team this half. Ball again to the top, dish left to number 33. Shot attempt up and no good. Number 24, boxing out, definitely the bigger man. So as though he went over the back, and they're going to call the foul on Nevin McConnell. Not sure how that happened or how that's even possible with the taller man coming over the top like that. But that puts Fort Morgan into a little bit of foul trouble here early to start the second half. On the inbounds play from the Vikings, McConnell just now picked up his fourth. He's going to the bench. He now picks up his fourth foul of the night, and we've still got a long way to go. Inbounded to 33, the quick release, 3-point shot is good.
That's his second three of this
Second three in the last 30 seconds from the guy you would expect to be posting up and playing down low. Mustangs just do not have anybody big enough or quick enough to guard him on out the outside post. Ball sent out of bounds, and the Mustangs want a timeout to regroup with 5:01 remaining in the third quarter. The Mustangs trail 42-22. You're listening to Mustang Basketball on B106, B106.com. Back here's the Fort Morgan Mustangs break the huddle from their timeout. And only 5 points scored this half on the three-pointer from Lopez and the layup from Mendez. Size is becoming a bit of an issue here for the Mustangs as they're going to have to regroup and get a little bit more physical. Number 33 is going to inbound the ball for Valley as the Mustangs turn that ball over before the timeout. Lopez guarding Matsuyama coming up to the floor. Good pressure. Screen comes and give and goes. Number 15 goes plays it up and in for the Vikings. Tanner Schmidt. Ball's inbounded to Lopez for the Mustangs. He heads back, gives the ball to number 44, Scott Baker. Scott Baker up top to Garver. Garver swings it left side. Mendez well defended. Mendez back to number 44, Baker. Baker sends it across the court to Anderson. Anderson gets a screen from Lopez. Lopez rolls off the screen. Anderson gives him the ball. Anderson heads down low, posts up, gets the ball from Lopez, gives it to number 44. Scott Baker up and in, left-handed layup. The basket's good. Vikings, as they have all night, put the pressure on the Mustangs, get the ball back over half court quickly. Send it left side to 33. Dellenbach, who gives it off. Gives it a go and gets it back and lays it in on the half attempt of the alley-oop. Basket's good, 46-24. Mustangs trail. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Garver takes the ball across half court and is fouled.
Just a quick stat. Joe Dellenbach has not missed a shot in the third quarter. He's 4 for 4.
He's got to be their leading scorer.
Easily. He's 2 of 4. Or 2 of his 4 points are from, or 2 of his 4 shots, are from beyond the arc. So he's just dominating the Mustangs on the ball.
Off the foul, Garver inbounds the ball to Lopez. Lopez sends it to Baker. Baker cross court to Anderson. In low to Mendez, who goes up. Shots blocked. Mendez goes for the ball, but then thinks otherwise, lets it bounce out, and Mustangs maintain possession. Teal Charlie's. See Teal Charlie's for a great used car or truck today. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they will find it for you at 700 West Platte, Fort Morgan. Ball inbounded by the Mustangs. Doesn't find anybody as it squirts away towards the Mustang bench. With that turnover, we'll give the ball back to the Vikings. Matsuyama brings the ball up the court slowly, defended by Mustangs. Lopez. Baker defending number 15. Tanner Schmidt, who gives the ball off to number 33 for a deep three. Falls, bounces off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Vikings, where number 15 drives to the basket. Shot attempt, no good, but he was fouled. Ball on the floor. With that foul on the floor, the Vikings will have the full ball baseline. The foul's on Scott Baker, his first. Mustangs 5-team fouls. Quick inbounds for the Vikings to number 15. Shot is up and no good. Rebound to Anderson, who quickly gives it to Lopez up the left side. Lopez comes across back to the right. Baker's left side, Garver's right side. Mendez comes up for the pick. Lopez releases left side. Picks up the ball for the three-point shot, which is good. Lopez coming off that screen from Mendez. Frees it up enough to get the open look and makes the basket. 46-27. Valley leads the Mustangs. 2:40 to go. Number 33 for the Vikings. Leading scorer comes it across to Matsuyama. Dribble drives and is fouled by what looks to be number 44 against Scott Baker for the Mustangs. And that's the case. 44, Scott Baker picks up his second foul. Mustangs team 6, sending number 10 for the Vikings, Drew Matsushima, to the line for 2 free throws. Platte Valley Hearing Center, 47 Main Street in Fort Morgan, getting to its very best. First shot attempt by Matsuyama is good. Baker with 2 fouls comes out of the game and it's replaced. Second shot by Machiyama is up and rattles around, but it's good. Anderson below the Valley hoop, inbounds the ball to Lopez. Lopez sees a little bit of double team pressure. Valley looking hopefully for the trap. Lopez does a good job to break free, sends the ball far left side to Garver. Garver back up top to Lopez. Lopez dribble drive right side, floater up and no good, but he's fouled. Lopez will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Mustangs. Foul on number 4, Chavez, for the Vikings. He'll be coming out of the game as Leo Lopez heads to the line for 2. Acme Building Center, your one-stop shop and center for projects around your home, office, or yard. Acme Building Center located at 1402 Mill Street in Rush. Lopez's first attempt is good. Subs coming in for both Mustangs and the Vikings as Lopez prepares for his second shot. Eric Kemble in the game. Lopez with Mendez, Snyder, and Anderson for the Mustangs. Lopez steps to the line, dribbles, free throws up, and good. 2:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Valley 47, Fort Morgan 29. Valley up the floor, quickly releases to number 33. Mustangs doing a better job of being physical, but not physical enough as number 33 lays it up and in.
He just snuck completely behind the Mustangs. Leo Lopez got over there late and didn't put the body into it.
Yeah, as Vikings head back down, Lopez has the ball and looks to be fouled. On the other end of the floor, we had Leo Lopez at 5'4", guarding Joe Dellenbach, 6'6".
Definitely not a favorable matchup for the Mustangs.
Foul was on the ground. Mustangs inbound the ball. Anderson to Mendez. Mendez pump fake, goes up, lays it in. No good. Rebounded as Anderson and the two Vikings fight for the ball. Number 23 kicks the ball out of bounds for the Vikings, giving the ball back to the Mustangs. Anderson down low, bounce pass into Lopez. Is taken away by number 10 for the Vikings, Machiyama. Quickly runs down the floor. Tries to lay up. One of the Mustangs falls to the floor trying to take the charge, but no foul called, and the basket's up and good.
I don't even think the refs were looking right there.
No, I don't, and a good sign from the Mustangs trying to follow Coach Enrine's. He's at a halftime, just not well enough. Mustangs turn it over as Valley heads back down the floor to lay it up and in. Mustangs again turn over the ball as Machiyama gets the steal. Slows things down on the Valley side of the floor. Sends it right side to number 23, guarded by Mustangs Anderson. Sent it cross court with no dribble. Number 10, Machiyama for the three-point shot. It was good. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs look a little bit tired. Trail the Valley Vikings 56-29 as the foul's been called on the Vikings. Drew Hubbard's third personal for the Vikings. Mustangs have the ball about where we're sitting, half court, just in front of their Mustangs bench. Anderson set to inbound the basketball as Mustangs line up for their inbounds play. Anderson has the ball, sends it into Lopez. Lopez back quickly to Anderson. Number 30 for the Mustangs, Kemble tries to get free but can't. Anderson drives down low to the basket and lays it up and is fouled. Anderson will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2 after that foul. Buildings by design. The most important thing to buying a new building or starting a new design build project is picking the right company to build it. Call Pat Walter, Travis Lefevre, or Jared Samples for a free bid. 970-842-5837. Buildingsbydesign.com. Anderson to the line to shoot 2. First was no good. Second was. Mustangs trail by 26 at this point. Under a minute to go in the first half. Valley leads Fort Morgan 56-30. Vikings have the ball in their half of the court. Drive to the basket. Ball's dished to number 24. Stolen by number 30 of the Mustangs. Eric Kemble, who quickly runs back down the floor. Dishes the ball to Anderson for the 2-point jump shot. No good. Mendez with the rebound, as well as 23. Snyder come up with that ball and lays it back up and in. TJ Snyder with the 2-point basket off that rebound. Under 15 seconds to go here, 56-32, Fort Morgan trails. Vikings have the ball on their side of the court. Machiyama up top is number Number 34 runs around, tries to get free, can't. Goes left and no good as he tries to lay it up as the quarter expires. As we complete the third quarter here, Mustangs trail the Valley Vikings 56-32. You're listening to Fort Morgan basketball on B106 at B106.com. Valley gets the ball to start the fourth quarter. Machama inbounds it, gets it back, quickly sends it to number 33. It has been the norm for a quick three-point shot. No good, but rebounded by number 15, Tanner Schmidt, puts it back up and in. Mustangs Garver quick to get it in to number 11, Zwetzik. Zwetzik gets down to give it to Mendez. Mendez shot up, no good. Rebounded by the Vikings. Anderson, Mendez, Zwetzik, Garver, and T.J. Snyder on the court for the Mustangs. Vikings controlling much of this game. Mustangs trying to stay in it the best they can. Definitely oversized, playing a much bigger Valley Vikings squad. Pass inside to number 15. Tanner Schmidt is deflected by T.J. Snyder. He'll stay on the Valley side of the floor.
That was a lucky no call. That was just happened with Snyder went for that ball very aggressively and kind of took out the Valley offense.
Yeah, Snyder got one back. Foul trouble, and a couple that probably shouldn't have gone his way. Gets away with probably what should have been a foul, but no whistle blown. Ball sent back in by the Vikings. Machama up top in control of the offense for the Vikings. Number 33's far left side. Nobody's guarding him as they run him for an alley-oop. No slam dunk, but enough to lay it up and in as he came free from the top of the left side of the three-point line, completely free to the basket with nobody guarding him. Anderson had his back turned. Ball inbounded, brought up court by Garver. Garver sends it in low to Mendez. Mendez under the basket to Snyder, who goes up and in for the two-point play. Good ball movement by the Mustangs. Free up Snyder for that two-point shot. Got to do that a little bit more here as they close out the second half in this ball game here. Number 33, quick inbounds pass again, down low, who goes backdoor left side and lays it up and in. Swetzik quick to come down the court, runs all the way up the middle, lays it up, no good, put back by Snyder for two. Snyder with the rebound and the two-point putback off Swetzik's miss. Brings the score to 62-36 Vikings. Again, an alley-oop attempt, no good. Defended much better this time by the Vikings. By the Mustangs. Vikings rebound, ball back up top, Machama. Machama to 33, Dellenbeck. Dellenbeck comes left side to number 15, Schmidt. Snyder on the floor, fighting for the ball, can't come up with it as Valley maintains possession and calls the timeout. 5:36 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs trail the Vikings 62-36. You're listening to Fort Morgan basketball on B106, B106.com. Fort Morgan in the timeout here, regrouping with 5:36 to go in the fourth quarter. Braden, any thoughts here as we close out this second half? Definitely Morgan's overmatched, but your thoughts?
Morgan just has to do a better job. They failed to do it all night. Stop Joe Dellenbach, and he's an incredible athlete to give him that hands down. He can hit the three, and he's also now trying to cut back towards the rim. But the Mustangs are just losing him, and I don't know how you lose somebody who's 6'7", just cutting to the basket. So I'd like to see the Mustangs shut him down in the remainder of this fourth quarter.
Off the timeout, Valley inballs the ball to Machama, who's up top guarded by number 11, Zwetzik. Good defense as Machama dishes the ball left side. Number 23, guarded by Morgan's Anderson. Back up top, right side to number 33, Dallenbach. Mendez is now covering Dallenbach and following him like a hawk. Ball stitched up soft to 23 as they try to free up their main guy, number 33. Ball sent into number 15, their other big man, who lays it up and in for the basket. Valley really has a dual threat. Mustangs inbound the ball and head quickly up the floor as number 33 Anderson gives it to Garver. Garver lays it up. No good. On the miss, trying to rebound the ball, commits the foul on Valley's number 15.
That was a beautiful dish and drive that the Mustangs set up, just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, they've had the opportunities, like you said, just not capitalizing on those and converting them to points. With that foul, that sends Valley to the line for the 1-and-1 bonus. Central Auto Parts, for all your auto parts needs, stop by Central Auto Parts at West Platte Avenue at Fort Morgan. Number 15, Tanner Schmitz, to the line for the Vikings for the 1-1. His first shot is up and good. Premier Farm Credit, committed to serving those in production ag. Premier Farm Credit, gold standard in ag lending. Second free throw attempt is up and good. Quick stoppage in play. He's up 4 off the line. Tanner Schmidt coming out for number 35, Jeremy Walker. I think it's the first time we'll see Jeremy. Ball inbounded from Morgan's number 24, McConnell, to Anderson. Anderson brings it up and gives it back to McConnell. Mendez running around trying to free him somehow. Garver left side as well as Morgan's. Mendez gets the ball, sends it down low to Anderson. Anderson in low to number 42 for the Mustangs, who is fouled. Not sure they're going to give him the continuation. He did make the shot, but was fouled before the attempt. Ball's down baseline for the Mustangs as Anderson looks to send it in. Sends it into number 24, McConnell. Drives to the basket, lays it up. No good. Rebounded by number 34 for the Vikings. And looks a little bit like the Vikings at this point are running some of their second team and getting them some reps. Anderson with the steal. Heads down the floor. Layup attempts no good. Ball on the ground. And whistle blown. Looks to be a foul on the Vikings, which will give Mustangs the ball. I do apologize. We've got 42 in for the Mustangs, but I don't see him on my roster, so not sure if we can figure out who he is.
He's labeled wrong on the roster.
Kyle Rourke was fouled and heads to the line for the Mustangs, number 42. First shot is up and no good in the one-on-one bonus. Valley rebounds the ball and heads back down the court, guarded by McConnell. Right side, guarded by Rourke. Up top for the Vikings, where they run into Anderson. Ball shifts to the left side, where there's a wide-open Viking, number 34. Shots up, no good. Bounces around, rebounded by number 20, Nash Bledsoe. As the Mustangs start to use some pieces they haven't used all game. Nash's pass to Anderson goes back court, and the Vikings will have the ball. 3:39 to go here in this basketball game. Mustangs trail 66-36. Vikings inbound the basketball backcourt, bring it across. Very well guarded by number 24, McConnell. Anderson picks off the pass, back to McConnell for the layup, and basket's good. McConnell's fouled, makes the basket, and we'll go to the line for the three-point play. Both Scott Baker, number 44, as well as number 31, come into the game for the Mustangs, replacing number 12, Mendez, as well as number 33, Aaron Anderson. Three-point play is good. Vikings quick to inbound the ball. Vikings run a high-paced offense all night long. Mustangs had a little bit of trouble keeping up, but they do get back, set up their defense. Shot goes up, defended well by number 42, Rourke. Rebounded by 24 for the Mustangs, Nevin McConnell. Nevin McConnell on the other side of the court tries to get free and does. Drives all the way down the lane to the basket, lays it up, no good. No Mustangs down low to box out as Valley's got 3 guys in white shirts to rebound that basketball. As Valley recovered and headed back down court, number 24, Nevin McConnell commits his 5th foul of the night and has fouled out. He got into foul trouble early, late 3rd and early 4th, and has fouled out of this basketball game with his 5th foul.
That was just a bad ball. No, that's selfish basketball right there. You don't need to try and make that foul.
Yeah, he had guys behind him that could have defended him, but that reach gave his 5th, which sends the Vikings to the line where he, number 24, Carter Chacon, makes his 2 baskets. Looks to be they've even maybe given the technical foul. which gave them the 2 baskets and the ball back to Valley.
Which I didn't see that was necessary of a technical foul, but...
No, not by any stretch of the imagination. Mustangs get the ball back on the quick Valley turnover. Garvers. Swetzig quick down the court up top. Mustangs Rourke down in low to Baker, who can't hang on to it as it triples out of bounds. That Mustang turnover will give the ball back to Valley.
That's one thing I was watching is Coach Unrein talked with the referee all the way down from the half-court line all the way almost to the corner about what that foul call was.
Yeah. Not very clear on their communication to the scorer's table. Nonetheless, Valley got the 2 points and the ball back as McConnell fouled out. Valley has the ball with 2:28 to go in this game. Rourke defends up top, swings left side. Swetzig, good defense. Baker comes out top, losing his man, who gets the ball down low for the shot attempt. No good. Number 20 for the Mustangs, Nash Bledsoe with the rebound, who runs the ball back up the court, all the way down the lane. He is fouled by Vikings number 24, Carter Chacon. Both teams in the bonus, so that'll send number 42 for the, number 20 for the Mustangs, Nash Bledsoe, to the free throw line. Northern Colorado Title. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title at 204 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. First basket's up, no good. Rebounded by Baker, who goes back up. He also misses the shot, but is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. That is the 10th team foul for the Vikings. And we'll give Baker the 2 free throws with 2 minutes to go in this basketball game. Baker's first attempt is up and no good. It hits the rim and rattles off to the left side.
There's really no need for Valley to be fouling it. They're up 68-39. That's just a dumb foul.
Games definitely has gotten away from the Mustangs as they work on some things in preparation for their next game. Very good points, as fouls really aren't needed on Valley's part.
Or on
any part, for that matter, correct. Valley has the ball their side of the court. Mustangs look a little bit tired and lethargic as they try to keep up with Valley's deep. This Valley team has none of their original starters in and has gotten some kids some reps that may not normally see those. The quick turnover as the Mustangs head down, try to lay it up, and is no good. Swetzig has the ball and brings it back up top. Drives towards the basket, shot attempt up, no good, and is fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws. Fouls on number 1 for the Vikings, Fernando Rivera. Number 11, Tony Swetzig, goes to the line for the Mustangs, trailing by 28. A little under 1.5 to go in this ball game. Valley leads Fort Morgan 68-40. Swetzig's first attempt is up and no good. Leo Lopez and number 30, Eric Kemble, come back into the game for number 20, Nash Bledsoe, and 44, Scott Baker. Swetzig's on the court, as well as number 42, Kyle Rourke, and number 31, Wes Anderson. Second basket's good. Valley inbounds the ball and heads back up the floor. Swings it right side. There's a man open left side. As Lopez comes to try to intersect that pass. Gets the ball tip off the Valley defender, and then it's going to be a Mustang ball on the Valley turnover. Great hustle by Leo Lopez to come and close that gap. Ball inbounded quickly, whereas Westlake puts up the 3 points, doesn't throw iron, and is rebounded by Valley. Pressure on the Morgan side of the court by Swetzig and number 30, Eric Kemble, as they try to put some pressure on late on this Valley team that's, for the most part, had their way with the Mustangs. 31, Wes Anderson does a great job to get the steal, but in the process steps out of bounds. Ball will stay on the Valley side of the floor. Under a minute to go here with 55 seconds. Ball's inbounded to number 1, Fernando Rivera, who passes it off left side. 3-point attempt is up. Hits the iron, no good. Rebounded by number 30 for the Mustangs, Eric Kemble. A little bit of a stumble trying to come up. Just the ball right side to Wes Anderson. Back across to Leo Lopez. Pump fake drive and floater is no good. Ball bounces around and is It should be maybe a Mustang ball on the kick out, but they've awarded Valley, saying Mustang touched it last. Vikings inbound the ball, 30 seconds to go in this basketball game. Valley calls a timeout with 20 seconds to go. Not really sure why they need the timeout, but they're going to call a timeout, and from the looks of it, they're going to try to run one last play, which doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. But Mustangs trail 68-41, 20 seconds left. Take a quick break. You're listening to Mustang Basketball on B106 and B106.com. As we come out of this timeout, quick inbounds play by the Vikings, but immediately there's a foul by number 11, Tony Zwetzig, which will send number 1, Fernando Rivera, to the line for a 1-and-1. Again, not really sure why the Vikings called that timeout, but came out looking to run a play. Rivera was fouled, misses his first free throw attempt, rebounded by the Mustangs. Mustangs come back across their side of the court. Number 30 drives, Eric Campbell, the basket, and good for 2. Under 15 seconds here, clock is running. Valley has the ball, pushes the ball down the floor, sends it right side. Mustangs trying to regroup. Shots up for Valley, no good. Rebounded by Valley and put back. That's now. So number 35 to get the basket in for the Vikings at the buzzer, Jeremy Walker, as we finish tonight's game with the final score, Valley Vikings 70, Fort Morgan Mustangs 43. We'll take a quick break and come back with a recap of tonight's action. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Basketball on B106, B106.com.